Jeon Somi is being wasted. Almost being a piece of ITZY, but deciding to leave JYP Entertainment in the last minutes.
JYP Jeon Somi 연습생!
Winning first place at the very first season of Mnet's survival show Produce 101, but ending up continuing the jump from one short-term project group to another. Being the very first solo female artist under the Black label, but soon going on a 2-year hiatus and more active as a TikToker rather than a K-pop artist. Somi used to be deemed the most wasteful talent of K-pop. However, with the most recent comeback and the EP release game plan, Somi has changed up the game, proving she isn't just another artist coming from a big company, but a capable factor, not only managing to push the boundaries of K-pop in music, but also in the way an idol deserves to lead life however they want. But the way Somi takes so long to prepare for this comeback should be of no surprise, because now that she's under the same parent company as Blackpink, who is famous for taking centuries to debut, right? Plus, her wasted potential is pretty much a thing of the past. Why should I make an entire video out of it? Well, that's because besides wanting to help spread out the baddest comeback of the queen, I also want to show people how much she deserves the best for this promotion, as well as the things she did in the 2-year hiatus, which some deem to be wasteful, have actually helped shape a healthier fan culture for the future K-pop. Jeon Somi's early days. Jeon Somi, with her magnetic charm and undeniable talent, embarked on a unique journey in the world of K-pop by attending 2 survival shows at an extremely young age, 16 and Produce 101. Why unique? Isn't it that trainees of her age nowadays have been constantly seen on survival shows, and in the case of New Jeans, all members in this age range have already debuted? Well, that's because back in the day, young trainees were often kept in private as early exposure to the rigorous entertainment industry was believed to do more harm than good for their young mentality. However, Somi, at the age of 14, had already signed herself up for 2 big shows, especially for the second one, Produce 101, despite being opposed by others, including Jackson Wang, as he believed the show wasn't worthy of her Big 3 trainee title. Somi insisted on joining for her great passion in music. Besides, she could have been famous following a way less exhausting route, as Somi's dad is fairly well known in the acting scene of K-entertainment, so he once helped her land the very first acting role as a cameo in Ode to My Father. However, as shared by Somi herself on Sister Slam Dunk, she is a determined person who must do what she wants to, which in this case is singing. She pivoted from the setup acting route and went after her dream. Act 1. The 16 chapter. In case you haven't known what 16 is, it's basically a survival show hosted by JYP Entertainment to select members for the next girl group. And yes, as you can tell, that group is twice. Like the name of the show 16 trainees were chosen to compete against one another for 9 debut tickets, and Somi, despite being 14 and one of the youngest, still managed to get into the final round, thanks to a mix of youthful exuberance and raw talent that immediately captured attention. Throughout her journey on the show, she displayed commendable versatility, mastering dance routines and vocals with infectious energy. But exactly as I've said, her talent was raw, and according to Park Jin-young, who was the company's CEO at the time, that was also the reason he eliminated her at the very last round of 16. Though reactions towards Somi was explosively good, and he himself could also see her shining superstar glow. According to Park Jin-young, Somi back then was like unfermented kimchi, meaning she needed more time to mature and grow, and even the direction Twice was set to pursue was out of place with Somi, so it was best to let Somi continue as a trainee. Of course, that elimination was unpredictable and heart-wrenching for fans. It sent ripples throughout the K-pop community, with fans expressing their disbelief and non-stop wondering what the real reasons were. Because even after Twice's debut, many members of the act still faced criticism talent-wise and needed time to polish their skills. Act 2, Self-Reflection and Growth. Live Post 16 was a whirlwind for Somi. While the elimination was a setback, it was also a catalyst for introspection. With unwavering resolve, she immersed herself in honing her skills. Whether it was perfecting a high note or mastering a complex dance sequence, Somi was on a mission. Her goal? To come back stronger, proving to herself and the world that setbacks only pave the way for comebacks. Act 3, the Produce 101 Leap. Enter Produce 101, a survival show with heightened stakes, gathering trainees from various agencies to compete for a spot in a project girl group. Somi, with the lessons from 16 etched in her heart, stepped onto this new stage. From the outset, her determination was evident. Each episode chronicled her growth from her compelling rendition of songs to her leadership in group challenges. The audience, having witnessed her previous journey, rallied behind her with fervor. It came as no surprise when, after weeks of intense competition, Somi emerged as the top contestant, securing her position in the debut group IOI. In fact, she not only secured a debut ticket but also won the highest votes, of 853,333 votes, making her the center of IOI, the abbreviation of Ideal of Idol. Living up to the name they were assigned in the history of survival shows in K-pop, IOI is always referred to as the most successful girl group with achievements that all the following groups want to follow. After the act's disbandment in 2017, Somi went back to being the trainee of JYP Entertainment. But thanks to the reputation as a center of such a historic act, she was nothing short of an ordinary trainee. Rather, she was more like a promising star with a large and stable fandom, ready to go all in to support whatever projects she was down to in the future. However, it was also for such a great bargaining power that Somi ended up parting ways with JYP Entertainment not long after that. Interlude, Shadows of Uncertainty. In 2018, Somi suddenly announced that she had terminated the exclusive contract with JYP Entertainment. And as speculated, this must have left her career in a seeming limbo due to having no backup plans beforehand. So how did they know Somi wasn't prepared the leaving and things were of a last-minute decision? Well, that's because after waiting with bated breath and the anticipation tinged with fear that another young talent would fade away, fans quickly pulled up their sleeves and dug up the whole internet to seek an answer. Soon enough, they found out Somi, along with other members of ITZY, Yeji, Ryujin, Leah, and Chaeryeong, had taken debut teaser photos already, and at one time they were even spotted hanging out together. While that upset some at first, it later turned out that the current lineup of ITZY with Yoona was perfect because Yoona not only helped bring down the average age of the group, giving them a dynamic suitable with most Gen 4 girl groups nowadays considering the age range, but also increased the visual average of ITZY, as she is now one of the certified top visual representatives of Gen 4. Plus, with the reputation of Somi built up through 16 and especially Produce 101, there was a high chance that ITZY would soon become another version of Suzy and Friends. The scenario JYP Entertainment has done their best to avoid, proven through the strategies they set for Twice, ITZY, and even NMIX. Either way, it was almost certain that Somi left in the last minutes with not much of a backup plan. In the virtual corridors of fan forums, emotions ran wild. Loyalties were tested as many fans stood by her, while skeptics questioned her decisions. Rumors swirled, some hopeful of a grand return, others dreading the narrative of wasted potential. Act 4, The Phoenix Rises, the Black Label Era. From the ashes of doubt and uncertainty, Somi emerged renewed with a Black Label in 2019. The world watched in awe as she unveiled a bolder, more audacious image. Gone was the girl who fit the mold. Here was a woman ready to break it. As revealed by Somi, Teddy, the soul behind the Black Label, convinced her to join his agency by personally calling and inviting her to his office. Here, he expressed his belief in her great potential and the grand vision for her solo career with all sincerity, asserting Somi how she could trust her future with his direction. Plus, being a fan of Teddy since she was a kid, as well as growing up jamming to iconic groups whose name was built up by his wizard hands like 21, Big Bang, Somi was more than happy to accept the offer. Even years after that, Somi's respect and adoration for Teddy remained the same. Now we are like family and I'm grateful for Teddy, said Somi in the latest sit-down with DPC.
저는 아직까지도 너무 감사한 근데 오빠도 오히려 너무 감사하더라고요. 왜냐면 그때 회사에 자이언티 오빠가 있긴 했지만 그렇게 큰 회사는 아니었거든요. 그러니까 오빠들은 오히려 아무것도 없는 우리한테 와주다니 고마워 이러고 나는 무슨 소리야 너네가 나의 전부야 고마워 이렇게 서로 이제 감사하면서 지금은 너무 그 회사의 여동생 가족 같은 느낌으로.
Of course, with a combination of Teddy's wizard hands and Somi's talents, things only turned for the best. Her artistic freedom flew high under the black label as for all promotions. She was a co-writer and co-producer along with Teddy. Achievement-wise, Somi also reached lots of milestones and constantly proved herself to be among the baddest queens of K-pop. In 2019, she released her debut single, Birthday, to showcase her charisma and confidence. In 2020, she released her second single, What You Waiting For? And in 2021, Somi got her first full-length album of 10 songs, with the titles XOXO and Dum Dum proving her versatility and growth as an artist, as she explored different genres and styles such as R&B, hip-hop, ballad, and retro. All of her eras made headlines for topping many major real-time charts in both South Korea and worldwide, even in the rigorous market of the States. And let's not forget that Dum Dum marked an iconic era, as this music video surpassed 10 million views in just 24 hours, and also helped her top Blackpink's Lisa and Rosé and IU on Billboard Top 200 global chart. Especially with the latest comeback game plan, Somi has proven how people should really stop attaching her to the label wasted potential of JYP Entertainment, and instead should look at her as an artist of the new generation daring to push the boundaries music-wise and culture-wise. Act 5. Pushing Boundaries. It was true that she didn't release that much under the black label, and due to the extended 2-year hiatus, some even accused the agency of following the footsteps of JYP Entertainment to gatekeep Somi's talents. In fact, Somi said with a straight face in one livestream that she wished she could have a comeback in October 2022, which turned out to just be a joke as she has recently pulled the same joke again. Fans were so triggered that they all went on X and criticized the black label. Headlines were even made, and on YouTube there was even a 500,000 view about her wasted potential, posted around this time because the criticism was too fierce to ignore. Yet, as I've said, everything was just blown out of proportion, and the proof was that, most recently, her love for both the agency and Teddy was spoken out loud. In fact, with such an extended hiatus, Jeon Somi has pushed the K-pop boundaries, gradually changing from the public view toward the way an idol should act to the type of music an idol could release. While the interaction between male and female idols is still a taboo thing, as the K-pop industry mainly functions around selling the fantasy of an ideal boyfriend or girlfriend to fans, Somi never gives a darn about it. When emceeing for Boys Planet 999, she didn't hesitate to interact with a male contestant there, giving him a grin and even reposting the cute interaction on her own Instagram, calling it a bestie energy moment. Even in interactions with girls, she also prioritized fun and authenticity, as most recently, she herself has also posted a video of Hyuna and her playfully kissing on the lips. Of course, she knew it would send ripples, but really, who cares? The aunties? It's none of their business. In music, besides always partaking in the music production process, Somi has recently leveled up and joined hands in every single production part of her comeback, from the concept, MV, and photo shoots to even the outfits, hairstyles, and brands to work with. And fast forward, Somi also outright promotes inclusivity in her MV, carefully choosing the outfits for her dancers to best portray the slay spirit, and including some in the LGBTQ+ community, one salient of whom was kinky. By releasing music at her willingness rather than chasing the public appeal and trying to satisfy fans' hunger, Somi also joined hands in changing the K-fan culture that constantly asks for music, or else they would hunt after the management companies of idols. Of course, her fans have been complaining about the lack of music, which explained the outrage when Somi joked she wished for a comeback. But the fact that she remains determined and trusted in her direction, in Teddy's vision and her true self, choosing to calmly explain that she has always had the utmost artistic freedom in the music, including publishing an exclusive self-composed song, Fucked Up, most recently, rather than being gatekept by the black label, has proven how Somi wants to break free from the toxic fan culture of K-pop. From being labeled Wasted Potential to emerging as a game changer, Jeon Somi's story is a testament to perseverance. It challenges preconceived notions and emphasizes the fluidity of an artist's journey. As we stand at this juncture, we're left wondering what's next for Jeon Somi. While the future remains a tantalizing mystery, one thing is certain: Somi will continue to carve her path, breaking barriers and redefining norms, all while inspiring a new generation of K-pop artists. Which boundaries do you think Somi can push down the road? Don't hesitate to let us know. Now, this is BeBoss TV, and thank you for watching.